Hi, it's Maureen Dwight, physiotherapist at the Orthopaedic Therapy Clinic, continuing our series on how not to get hurt doing almost anything. On gardening, I've been talking a little bit about repetitive strain. Most of that's been related to the back, but today I want to talk a little bit about repetitive strain more of the forearm when you're clipping. So I've got a lot to do. I've got this hydrangea here that needs to be clipped, and recognized I'm not giving gardening advice, I'm giving physical advice because I might be a little late in trimming this from what I've been reading. But when it comes to trimming, it's a repetitive task, and the things to think about are, number one is your clippers. So I'm really lucky. These clippers are probably 30 years old. Unfortunately, I've left them out in the rain, and they're still great. They've got a great edge so that the clipping is super, super easy with them. It's not a lot of work for me to do the gripping, and I certainly know that other tools are a lot more work, and the less work it is to grip, the better. If it's a tough implement, think about your gardening gloves, not just to protect your hands, but sometimes because they give a better grip when you're doing things. So when I'm looking at this hydrangea, there's a lot of different heights on it. I've got low, I've got high, and I'm really lucky here because we've got a sloped landscape with a lot of rocks, so I can move around using the rocks. So one of the things that's really hard in gardening and in a whole bunch of other areas, particularly on the neck, but even on the forearms, is working above shoulder level. That really gets to be irritating after a short while. So you really want to try and keep your working below shoulder level. So in this case, I can simply go up the rocks. And fortunately, I'm strong enough to come up. And now I can do my clipping being more at this shoulder height and below. If I need to go higher, then I'm going to really think about a folding ladder, something along that line. So to come down and get a little lower, again, in this situation, I can simply sit on the rocks. Or this might be where you want to get your kneeling pad and come down on it so that you get under. And again, you avoid that stooped position, and particularly the stoop with rotation that gets us into trouble. If your implements are a little tougher or you're going to be there for a lot longer, then think about breaking up the task. Do a little bit on this and then do something else and come back. Because as the old adage says, a change is as good as a rest, and when it comes to repetitive strain, for sure that's true. All right, look forward to our next session together.